Hello and welcome everyone, I am C.S.Gilmore and this is a true review video. Um, Basically instead of the normal Let's Plays I do with review elements thrown in, I'm doing just pure review here, giving my opinion of a game I've played on my channel that maybe I liked, maybe I didn't, why I liked about it, why I didn't like about it, where I'd rate it roughly, off the top of my head and, why I thought about it. Today, I'm going to get into a game called FTL, Faster Than Light. This game was kind of interesting. Um, Used some rather nice art styles. Most of the art was in the background, and with the ship's designs themselves, I suppose. It was pretty simple art design for the weapons and everything. Characters, a little pixely, but it worked. It was a good setup for the game, and it looked nice. The soundtrack, really good for, hey, you're in space and you've got to survive. And there was a whole lot of content, so much content. I didn't get near to all of it. And you could just go from place to place. You chose your own path. How long you stayed in a sector, how long you didn't. Like, how much stuff you left behind, how much you pressed your luck. It was all on you. Knowing that the next area might have what you need to survive, but it'll also bring new challenges. It might be your doom. And it gave you a lot of variety. I really liked that. You could pick different ships. You could pick different variations of the ships. Of course, you had to unlock them first. But it had a good replayability, which is something a number of games don't pull off well. This game pulled it off. It had a lot of replayability with its ships. You could play with the same ship multiple times and get different results. Different weapons, different crew, different circumstances you fall into and when you fall into them. And that made for a really good gameplay. It may not be as fast paced as some people like. Battles could be kind of drawn out, depending on you and the enemy ship's capabilities. But it was very good. Good combination of luck, skill, and just making choices of given what choices you're presented with, what do you choose and how will that affect how you survive, your gameplay and everything. And that made for a really good game. Very entertaining. It was fun to play. Mechanics were easy to pick up. They gave you everything you needed to run a ship and control the crew, keep things in balance, keep things under control as well as you can, and to give it your best. It's a tough game, but it's doable. Something you can beat it. There were some aspects I didn't like about the game though. Primarily, like, I like that you could unlock new skins and new ship layouts and designs, new ships in general, and that would change the gameplay. But some of those unlock conditions were very specific and had to be done in a very specific order in order to reach that unlock. Like, certain events had to be filled in very specific orders in order to unlock that ship skin or that ship. And I think that's, while it was in many ways an upside, I feel also it was a downside. Because there was a lot of luck. You could get the first event you need to unlock this one ship or this character or something, but you get it after you've gotten the second and third thing you need. And then you don't run into the second and third thing again, that gameplay. You need to be in a specific type of sector, but you pick up the one thing you need to start that journey in one sector after you've passed those needed sectors, so you don't have them again. And so there was a lot of chance, happenstance on what order you got everything run into and what exactly you did run into, when, and where. Part of that's part of the experience. So it's not a complete deficit in this game. It was designed for that. But at times it was frustrating. Because it's like, oh yes, I've got this finally. I've really wanted to get this. Oh, I can't reach that. Because that's an impossibility. It's behind me. Or, alright, I got this, but that means I need to go to this homeworld sector. But that's not even on my map. I could get to it, but if it were ahead of me, or if it were even in this game, but it's not in this playthrough. So what use is this picking up this starter to this quest? Things like that. It was kind of a up and down. But when those things came together, it was awesome. Because they were like, yes, I finally unlocked that. And that was cool. They had some very interesting character designs and ship designs. The creatures that survived without air compared to all the others which need air, or the rock creatures that could put out fires without a issue because they are immune to fire. And just different characters had different strengths and weaknesses, and that was very well done. But that chance kind of subtracted from it sometimes. And the game was really hard. I got to that final boss so many times and never beat them completely, because you beat one form, then you fight the second form, and I think there's a third form after that if I remember right. But it was really hard. You had to be prepared for a lot, and you hoped that your preparations on the way there, on the way to the final boss, got you ready for it. And if they didn't, you were kind of stuck. So, yes, I liked it, and there were a few things I didn't, but for the most part, I liked this game. I'd rate it a good... Tough one. Primarily, I liked more of it than I didn't like. It was just that one aspect, and it wasn't a huge aspect. It was also part of the like. So, I may give it a good 8, 8.5 out of 10. And I would recommend this game. This is one I actually recommend to people. It's a good game. You can enjoy it. You can have fun with it, exploring, unlocking new things, playing new things, using the same thing over again but in a different way. It had a lot of potential, and there's a lot you can do with it. But let me know what you think below. What were things you found made or broke the game for you? Were there things you liked, things you didn't like? Respect each other's opinions, of course, as always. But, share below, and maybe we'll find some new things. Share how you've got that really tough achievement unlocked. How you beat the final boss. Like, what did you happen to get a good run of everything and get what you needed and manage to pull through? Or was it a near clinch? Or did you almost have it and lost? Or were you just completely decimated? That can happen too. So, there's a lot of potential here. Otherwise, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment below, as I said, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.